What is up, course heroes? Welcome to yet another video. Welcome to my channel. If you're new here, this is the channel where we talk all about online courses. And today we are talking how you can use System to create a one-page funnel where you can sell anything. Today we'll be selling an online course using a one-page funnel. Let's get started. All right, so what you want to do first is log into your System account. Once you log in, go ahead and click on funnels, and this is where you will be able to create a one-page funnel. Everything happens within funnels. Even if you're selling courses, those courses are going to be sold using funnels. So that is what we are going to do today. Once you're in here, what I'm going to do is create a new funnel. And you have these four options here. For now, what we are doing today is setting up a funnel to sell a product or a service. But these are the four different options you have. I'm going to give this funnel a name, and then you can pick which currency you want to sell your course in. So I'm going to pick United States dollar. I've picked my currency. I've picked the type of funnel this is going to be and also given it a name. The last thing here is to select a domain name, and I've set up a couple of custom domains. So I'm going to pick my custom domain and then hit save. Once you have built that funnel, I'm going to go ahead and click on it. So this is where you will pick your order form and your thank you form. Now you can easily add another step. Let's say you want people to go from the landing page to the order form and then the checkout page. Then in that case, I'll be choosing landing page, and this would be a squeeze page. In System, it's called a squeeze page, or you can use a sales page. So there are a bunch of pages here that you can choose from. Let's just use a squeeze page for now. I'm not going to actually build it, but I want to show you how easy it is to build it. And then I can just drag it and move it to the top, pick from bunch of pre-made templates here. And if you have used my link to get System, then you have even more professionally made templates that you can choose from, and you can just start customizing those templates. Now in our case, I'm actually going to choose an order form that also has all my course details on top and the pay button right at the bottom, all on the same page, so my customers don't have to go to a separate checkout page. And System actually has an online course page built here. So let's go further down where I can show you. This is the one, and you can either hit preview or select it right away. Since I already know what this looks like, I'm going to hit select, and now my order form page is ready. Now I want to do the same thing for my thank you page. You can see I have a little exclamation point here, which means I haven't picked a thank you page yet. So I'm going to select this thank you page, and now two of my pages are selected. Now before we get into actually designing that page, which I'm not going to do a full design, but I'm going to show you a few tips and tricks on how you can quickly customize the page. It is so easy to do, and I have other tutorials that I'm going to link to that will walk you through how to design that page. For now, what I want to show you is how to set this up to sell your course, so that course is going to show up at the bottom of the page, where once people scroll, they can see the course that they have selected and they can press the buy now button. So for that, I'm going to select a digital product. But before I go ahead and do that, on this configuration step, there are a few other things to look for. First is the name. So I want to give it the same name as my sales funnel. And this is also the name of my course. So I want to keep it consistent. Right? And then you can set affiliate commissions if there is someone who's going to be selling this course for you. And you can also set a sales limit, how many products you want to sell or how many of these courses you want to sell. Finally, you can choose whether this is a digital or a physical product. So I'm going to choose digital product. Now, once you select what kind of product it is, based on your selection, you will be given more options. So now what System is asking me is, what are the resources that you're going to provide to your students once they purchase this course? So I'm going to give them the course as the resource. Now, before I go any further, I want to hit the save button. So my progress is saved, but okay. So now that funnel step is saved. Next thing I want to do is go into resources, press this plus button here and select the resource. So I can either select it as a course bundle, a tag, or a community access. So in this case, we are selling a course. And that course that we are selling is called ChatGPT Unleashed. So that's the course type. And then system allows you to give you either full access, partial access, or drip out the content. And again, based on which option you choose, you will be given further options. For example, if I select partial access, I can say that, you know what, only give access to the first 3 modules. The 4th module is for my platinum members. No one else get access to it. So this way you can control access within the same course without having to clone courses multiple times. What's cool here is you can grant access on a specific date, or you can say that after a specific date, this course is expiring. This works great if you're giving away courses for free. So I'm not going to put an expiration date either. And now next step is to choose a pricing plan. You can choose either a one-time payment plan, a subscription plan, or a split payment plan, which would be they can pay for that specific course. Let's say it's $997. You can split it into 3 payments of $497. For this, I'm going to select one-time payment, and then I can either choose an existing payment plan or create a brand new payment plan. Now I do have this one right here, and you can see this one is connected to my ChatGPT course. But for the sake of this demo, I'm going to create a brand new plan. So we're going to call this ChatGPT Unleashed. This will be the name in the dashboard that we see as course creators. And then our students will see this on the order form and also on their statement that they'll get from Stripe or PayPal. And then right here for the plan type, I'm going to choose one time again, put in my dollar amount. And then once I have done that, I can either hit save, or I can say, oh, you know what? I just remembered that I have a payment plan already created. Let me actually go and select that. But at least you got to see how that payment plan creation works. Once you have selected the right payment plan, you can hit save. Now, anytime someone comes to the order form or this one-page funnel, they will be presented with this payment plan. Finally, you can add a coupon, or you can add an order bump. And for that order bump, you can add a different digital product. So in this case, I could say, let's just give them access to a community, and that community access will be part of the upsell that, hey, you get this course for free, but if you want to join other like-minded people and interact in the community, then it's going to be a order bump, and that could be a monthly recurring subscription. So for now, I'm going to delete this, but just want to show you that you can easily add order bumps to your courses. So I'm satisfied with all these options here. I'm going to go ahead and hit save again. Saves all my changes. We're not going to go into too much details about all these tabs. So what I'm going to do is click on this little edit page button, and that's going to open up Systems Page Editor. And from here, I can go and start editing these pages. Now, one thing to note here, if you have used any online web editor, system is very similar. It is very snappy, very fast, and drag and drop. So you can simply just drag things from the left side here, which is their elements, and drop it over to your canvas. And once you do, you can start interacting with them. And we are not going to spend too much time designing this page. I just want to show you how you can quickly make a few tweaks to make this page the way you want it. The first thing I want to do is I want to make sure that anytime someone clicks this enroll button, they should be taken right to the bottom of the page, which is where the order form is. So let's go and see what that order form looks like. And this was out of the box. I haven't done a single thing to this page. It already looks awesome out of the box. So here's the order form. I have my checkout. I have my details that I need for the checkout. So a few things that I don't need here. I don't really care about the phone number field. So I'm going to remove that. Now system allows you to place order as a company or an individual. I only sell it to individuals. I hardly ever sell it to companies. So I'm going to remove this option here as well. But I'm going to rename this place your order as to customer details. Now, since I'm not selling it to companies, I'm going to also remove the company name and the company tax number. Now, instead of remove these one at a time, what I can do is highlight this entire row and delete the row, and everything within that row is going to get deleted. Now, currently I only have my Stripe account connected. That's why the only option shown here is a credit card option. But if I did have my PayPal account integrated, then it would show either the credit card options or PayPal. And then there are a few other payment gateways that system integrates with as of the time of this recording. And then finally at the bottom here, you can see the order details. Now, one thing I don't like is to me, it's too wide on the desktop. So I want to make this a little bit narrow. So let's just drag these columns from both sides and make this a little bit narrower. This stuff is still too wide. So what I'm going to do is add a 3-column layout, drag this stuff and just place it in the middle column and just make this a little bit wider. Let's just add the credit card stuff in here as well. And here we go. I like this much better. So now that I have it the way I want it, remember there is that enroll button on the top. What I want to happen is anytime someone presses that enroll button, I want that person to scroll all the way to the bottom of the page. In order to do that, what I want to do is hover over this section here. Let's select this entire section or this row, go all the way down here and get the HTML ID for this row. And you can see here's that HTML ID attribute. So I'm simply going to copy this. Now, if we go back up to the top where our enroll button is, we can program that ID into the button. And that way, anytime someone clicks that button, they're going to be scrolled to the bottom of the page. So right now the action when this button is clicked is to go to the next step URL, which in this case would be our thank you page, but we don't want that. We want them to finish this order. So I'm going to say, open the URL and that ID that we copied, we're going to paste that ID here and put a little hashtag in front of it and say, do that in the same window. So just those 3 steps. Once those 3 steps are done, hit save to save your changes. And now let's go ahead and preview if our changes have been saved. So if I hit this enroll button, it scrolls to the bottom of the page. Here's the credit card detail information that I can fill out. And then they can place their order to finish their purchase. Let's head back to our editor here. Couple of other things I want to show you. Very easy to do is any of this stuff, you can simply just type anything in and make those changes right on the fly. And then if you don't want these fonts or you don't like these fonts, you can click the settings. System has an integration with Google Fonts. So you can search for any Google font here, and just with clicks, simple clicks, you can make changes to your sales page without really putting in too much effort. Again, this is an image here. So if you don't want this image, I can go ahead and change it. I can go through my images and search for an image that I really like and then upload that image. And let's just go with this one. And then I can control that image size. So you can see it's very easy, drag and drop, and there's a lot more that we can cover on how to design these pages. The goal of this video is to show you how you can create a one-page funnel allowing you to collect payments all on a single page. Once you have this any way you want it, one thing I would recommend is making sure you toggle to the cell phone view, and system has done a great job out of the box of ensuring that any changes you make do reflect very well on mobile and on desktop, so your pages are responsive. But if you want to make some changes, you can definitely make those changes on mobile and they won't impact your desktop changes. So if I was to go ahead and change something on this on mobile, let's make this a little bit smaller. So this is size 70 on mobile. If I go back to desktop, you can see it's still size 125, but now on mobile, it will be much smaller. Once you have made your changes, let's go back to our enroll button on top. And what I want to do here is I also want to put the cost of the course in here. And the other thing I want to do is add a shopping cart icon. So let's go ahead and add that icon in here. And then you can change your background and text colors to match your brand colors. And further down here, you can give this button rounded edges, and let's drop a little bit of shadow. And that's it. It's looking good. Now I could go in here and do the same thing with the next enroll button, which is right here. Make my changes, have it scroll all the way to the bottom, and then you are ready to collect payment. All right, so the last thing I want to do here is on this payment button, I want to, and you'll see this says it's a payment button. So system knows that when someone clicks this button, it's time to collect payment. So first thing I want to do here is change this to enroll now. And again, keep it consistent, make sure the dollar amount is on there, and then also add my shopping cart, and then finally change it to my brand colors. Now, if you wanted this button to be full width, you can go up here to button width and change it to full width. I'm going to keep it to fluid, and then I'm going to go back into my button settings here, go through, make sure everything looks good. The loading text is when someone clicks the button, what is the message you want to show them while their credit card is being processed. So typically I'm used to seeing processing, so that's what I'm going to put here. Everything else looks great. So we're going to go ahead and save our changes, and let's preview our page now. The enroll button should work when someone clicks the enroll today button. They should be brought to the payment page or to the payment form at the bottom of the page. And then from here, they should be able to click the enroll now button and easily charge for the course. So that's how you can build this one-page funnel right in system, super easy to do. And I'm going to put some cool links in the description for you to check out for some bonuses if you end up using my link to upgrade to a paid system account. And there you have it, course heroes. That is how you can use system and with one click install beautifully designed templates, customize them, and start selling. So what are you waiting for? Check out the links in the description. I have some cool bonuses if you upgrade to a paid system account using my link. So I'll put all those things in the description. Don't forget to rate, review, and subscribe to this channel so you get notified every time I release a video. And until next time, keep creating.